Hey everybody, how's it going? Today's video I'll be talking about what bothers me about humanity. Basically why I really, really despise humanity, especially over the last few years. This is not over a long period of time. This is only recently that I started to feel this way and think this way about humanity. It's just, life is already difficult as it is. Living in this rat race, living in this prison planet is already difficult as it is. And I think the main reason why it's so shitty is the fact that because of humanity, because of humans. I mean, I think honestly, if this planet wasn't so god awfully run by corrupt pieces of crap, I think this life would be a lot better, honestly. Like, I don't mind living. Like, what I don't like about it is the fact that we're basically stuck to jobs. We have to work for, a little bit of this. We're constantly having to pay bills, constantly having to pay this, that, dealing with all this bullshit. But what really bothers me the most about having to live in this world is people, humans, humanity. I can give you a ton of examples, and I'm going to. I'm pretty sure you guys will agree with most of what I'm saying. I'll start off with the one of the worst of them all is how humanity constantly has to start wars, has to kill one another, has to, step on one another. There's just so much BS. And it's disgusting how humans get off on it too. They get off on it. They feel like bigger. And I don't care if you're talking. It could be just a group of people. It could be a country. It could be, But I know the main reason why these wars exist because of money. I mean, money and power, but mainly money, and also strategic movements. So, wars have been served for many, many different reasons. You could say that, let's say World War One and Two was kind of like defending ourselves or whatever. I don't really buy that. I honestly think that there was some other motive behind all of them. I couldn't tell you exactly what it is. I know that it's always has to do with money. Doesn't matter which country, which war. Even if you're fighting the Nazis, there was still money to be made. Sure, they were a terrible, awful group of people, the Nazis, but but it's always to do with money. Any war in this world, it's always about that. And I think honestly, a lot of humans are not good people. I'll get one thing out of the way though. I know there are good people in this world. I'm not naive to that fact. I've met a lot of nice people in my life. I have some family members that are nice people, but a majority, I believe, of this world is unsalvageable, unsavable, whatever you want to use. Just low down, greedy, selfish, arrogant, jealous, all these different terrible emotions that people can have in them. It's like, what is the point of all of that when we're in the end going to die? What is the point? So you can feel good now, so you can have a great life now, and at the expense of others. It's so ridiculous, man, how humans are so disgusting. Like, I'm not perfect, okay? I'm not perfect, but I am not a person that is jealous. I am not a person that is selfish. I am not a person that will try to, that would stamp out on somebody in order to make it to the top. These are some of the things that really piss me off about humanity. There's a lot more, such as people who are ignorant, don't like to use critical thinking. I'm sorry if this sounds like a rant, because it kind of is. It's so disappointing that to think that I'm a part of this humanity. I'm a human being, and I have to literally deal with this shit day in and day out. It's all over the news, wars, war breaks out, shootings, killings, rape, I can't say that word, the R word, uh, child exploitation, which is, my God, I think that's actually probably surpasses the war thing, is the whole trafficking of children. My God. If people only knew how bad it was, like how terrible it was, how big it was. I watched that movie, Sound of Freedom, a while back. Holy crap. So many disgusting monsters out there, man. Like, humanity really does have a lot of issues. And what causes this? What the hell causes people to go like that, to be like that? I'll never understand it. I'll never understand it. Why is there pedophiles? Why is there rapists? Why is there murderers? Why is there all kinds of types of evil people in this world? And I don't subscribe to the religious aspect of it, that it's Satan, or if I have to think logically, let's just think logically and scientifically. Now, it could possibly very well be the quality or lack thereof of our food, of our environment. Certain toxins are messing with people's brains, causing all kinds of mental. I honestly believe that, pedophiles it is a mental illness, and they need to be kept away from society, away from children. Absolutely, absolutely. But I believe that those things are some sort of problem with people. Same with like murderers. Same with people, these are issues inside. I don't believe in the good and evil, so I don't really subscribe to that. It's the only thing I can really think of. It could also be the absence of love. I do believe love exists. I do believe that caring for somebody, having empathy for one another is very important. It's very much lacking in the world. Sure, okay, people will point out little examples here or there. That's fine. But I'm saying for the most part, it's all a real shit show. It is a real shit show. We've got a big problem here on this planet. You can't even feel safe in your own home. You go to other countries around the world, it's even more dangerous. This is also probably because there's such economic despair. Many different reasons create this, which is probably the biggest reason of them all, which is that group that I talked about in a few videos before, that are running the world. These billionaires who don't give a shit about you or I or anybody else. They just want us to be obedient workers and say nothing. Don't think outside the box. Do not use your brain, so that you just keep going on with life until you die. Anyways, there's a lot of other reasons why humanity really bothers me and pisses me off. Not a lot of people help each other these days. Everyone's out to get one another. I mean, where I live in this country, it's so common. You can't even trust hardly anybody. Here in South America, there's just such a mentality of wanting to best the other person. It's so sad, man. Like, the crimes that happen here are so sad. I mean, if it's not somebody who's just ripping someone off on the street by stealing their phone or whatever, you get these like blue collar crimes, which are people who already have money, specifically politicians or business people, or you get these a police officer. I mean, they don't probably get paid that well, but the last person you would think that is going to commit these types of crimes. So my thing is, it's really disturbing how we live in this world with such disgusting things going on. Humanity, for example, also is destroying their own environment. We're fucking up the planet day in and day out just to make this, of course, to make money. It's all economic. Or in certain parts of the world, they don't have the means to clean up. They don't have the means to make sure their environment around them is neat and tidy and clean water, because there's no investment there, and poverty continues to grow. So again, no one is helping anybody. They don't give two shits. Yeah, and killing nature, which basically, if you don't have nature in balance, everything will go get fucked up. Everything will be messed up. We won't have clean water. We won't have clean air. We won't even have proper clean soil to grow food so that we can continue on this stupid ass rock that keeps spinning until what is the reason? What is the reason? You know? Man, it feels good to get this off my chest, though, I have to say. Let me know what you guys think about humanity. A lot of people are very, brainwashed into thinking that, or programmed, or whatever you want to call it, into thinking that humanity is advancing. Things are getting better. Things, we have technology, we have medical advances, we have shit, okay? Sure, we got the smartphone and all that stuff, but that doesn't really make big change in this world. That's just people who have money buy the same phone, buy the next new phone every year in and year out. Technology is not going to save us, okay? It can help. I'm not against technology, but it can also be used in the wrong hands. Again, it can be used in the wrong hands from evil assholes. So tell me, what is so good about being here? I would love to be in a world where we don't have all of this shit, where it would be a beautiful place. Some jackasses cutting up some shit. I'm sorry about the noise. We'd have equal food, water, resources for everybody. There's enough resources to go around for everybody. But again, greed and corporations constantly hoarding everything. There's just, I don't see things getting better, guys. I really don't. I've come to terms with that. I'm just gonna live my life and try to enjoy the ride as much as possible and speak my mind, like in these videos. I'm just so tired of it, man. Like, yeah, we're being controlled by media. We're being controlled. I mentioned this in another video, but really, does it matter? If the planet goes to shit anyways, it ain't gonna matter if this group is controlling us or not. None of it's gonna matter. Nothing really does matter in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, it's really, sometimes it's difficult because I want positive things. I want positive change, and people bank all their belief in some politician as if it were a savior for them, as if this person's going to come in and change things for the better. I'll give you an example. The US, the United States, they bank all their hope on one candidate, Trump. I'm not against Trump, and I'm not for Trump. I don't go into politics too often, but this person is not going to save you. Politicians are not going to save us. They always say, oh, the next 4 years is going to be great. Okay, let's say they make a little bit of change. Next person comes in, they go back, they erase that change. 3 steps forward, 8 steps backward. I think it's actually 2 steps forward, 3, whatever, it doesn't matter. You get the point. But it's like, that ain't gonna change anything. The only change that we can make is us. The only ones that can make the change are us. We can make that change. Only humanity, together. That's another thing. Racism. Why are so many people racist in this planet? Why? Why the hell does someone care about what someone looks like? We're all human beings. We just have a different color. We just have a different look, whatever. We may not agree on everything. But if humanity does not find a way to come back, to come together, it ain't gonna matter anyways. Like, another problem is, how many countries have nuclear weapons in this planet? All it takes is one little argument between leaders or whatever, and then some nutcase just decides to nuke the whole place, and it's over. Sure, okay, maybe that'll be the end of all of our misery. You know, we won't have any problems. But it's that constant unease, you know, unease in the world, unease in this life. The only thing that's certain in this life is that we're going to die. Every single last one of us. It don't matter who you are. Don't matter if you're the president of the United States. It don't matter if you're the poorest person in the world. It don't matter if you've got millions and billions of dollars. Guess what? Ain't gonna matter. Unless you can find a way to live forever, which I don't think so. Don't exist. It's gonna be over for everybody. You know, I try not to be a pessimist, but with humanity, it really, really is difficult not to be. I just want to live in a better world, like nearly a perfect world. Who says that perfection is impossible? Things can be the way it should be. The natural state of this world, maybe of humanity, maybe I'm giving too much here, is not to screw the other person over. I think the natural state is divinity in some ways, you know, not above a creator or a just balance with things, you know, balance in the universe. Maybe I'm being a little overly optimistic. I try my hardest not to go down that dark path, you know, of utter impossibility of humanity ever improving, or at least finding some way to reach divinity, you know, some sort of, I don't know. It's really hard to try to give the benefit of the doubt to humanity, because so much disgusting, despicable things happen on this planet, you know. Specifically the human trafficking, the child trafficking that I mentioned. It's utterly disgusting how many people, and in plain sight, by the way. There are people who are like that, are in plain sight. We didn't find them out yet. And they're hiding. And they may look like a good person, and they may seem like a popular person. Maybe a lot of people, you know, really like them. That's the other problem with humanity. We put too much emphasis on celebrities, on athletes, all this crap. They're just another human being. Okay, you can like it. You can like whatever that they're doing, whatever they're contributing to in their craft. But people go insane over these people. Like you see these girls like, oh, Justin Bieber or whatever, you know, fuck off. It's a fucking person. I'm not saying don't listen to their music. I'm not saying, I mean, you can do whatever you want. But it's so stupid. It's so stupid. The stupidity in this world is like through the fucking roof. You know, I'm not the smartest guy, but I'm certainly not the dumbest. And I can see stupidity in every corner of this fucking planet. I mean, even in places where it's developed, stupidity knows no bounds. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. You tell me if there's hope for humanity. You tell me if we're all screwed, if this is just some sort of test or some sort of experiment. You know, I couldn't tell you. I mean, I didn't ask to be born. I didn't ask to be here. I don't know why I'm here. You know, why are we here? It's the ultimate question, you know. And hardly any humans are asking that. They just go through their life day by day, you know, working for the man. Don't question anything. Put your head down. Do as they say. Take certain things that you don't want to take. Do things that you don't want to do. You know, I've tried to move away from that so hard. You have no idea. Life is tough. You know, it don't matter. I mean, I'm not on the street. I'm not, you know, there's different degrees of toughness in life, but I think everyone is going through tough moments. Everyone goes through tough moments and has gone through tough moments and will continue to go through difficult moments. You know, Why are we here? That's the big question, you know? Why? For what reason? Maybe there's no reason at all. Maybe it's just sort of, we're all here for it to play out this way. Maybe it's already predetermined. Who the hell knows? I just find it pretty interesting, you know? I'm glad I'm alive in some aspects. You know, I like experiencing certain things, but there's just so much dark shit in this world. And I hope it gets better, but I doubt it. My cat crying there. By the way, that's another point. Thank you, Kitty, for reminding me. I really, really love animals. I like animals way more than humans. Way more. I have so much respect for them. I love them. It doesn't matter which animal. It can be the ugliest looking thing. It could be, you know, I think animals are more special than humans. That's my opinion. Because they don't kill for no damn reason. They kill for a reason. They have instinctual, it's all instinctual with them. We're kind of like off the rails, but that goes with having a bigger brain. Oh man, I'm not losing it, guys. I swear. Yeah. Let's hope that things get better, but I don't see that happening. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up the video there. I just sort of went all over the place, but yeah, humanity sucks. Big time. Humanity's sick and it sucks. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. If you watched the whole way through, leave some comments. What do you think? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you have more hope than I do? Let me know. Until the next video, take care of yourselves and hang in there.